Clem has to win 2-0 twice. That is correct. For this Clem war to continue, Clem needs a 2-0 and then he needs another 2-0. All we need is one map. If we win the first map, we advance into the grand finals. If we win the second map, we're into the grand finals. If we win the third map, we're in the grand finals. And if we win the fourth map, we are also in the grand finals. So we have 4 match points to bring it home. It is the Finnish Phenom, Joona, the great Joona Satala, against Clem. I need to stop my music. Thank you for your contribution, El Corrillo. Wow, yo, you were so quick, mate. I was trying to get him, but you were like, bam, bam! I've got you in my sights. You were so quick. My man, executor, guys. Quickest ban in the West. Serral versus Clem. 946 elo versus 968. I think he was being ironic. It's not how it works, poops. You don't come into a channel and your first message ever is an ironic, weird, negative message. Can always apply for the unban. Can try to do better. I have a hard time imagining that unban is going to be very sexy. What did he say? Doesn't matter. We're not going to focus on that. We're going to focus on Serral versus
BASILISK versus Team Liquid. Game 4.
Let's get into the game.
Let's start the game.
Let's start the game. Here we go. Match point number 1. In the bottom right side, we are looking at the main base of the Finnish Phenom himself. One of the most accomplished Starcraft 2 players in history. In the eyes of many. The GOAT of Starcraft 2. BASILISK Serral. He's here, baby. In the top left side, we are looking at the main base of the playoff MVP so far, as he's been absolutely spectacular for Team Liquid. It is Team Liquid's Clem. The announcer is growing on me. I low-key love him. I low-key love him. Barracks at home. Nothing too weird to kick things off here. Clem obviously knows that he's got a monstrous task ahead of him. He needs to 2-0. He needs to win this map. Then he needs to beat Serral on his map choice, which most likely is going to be Equilibrium if we get there. And then he would also have to defeat Trigger 2-0. Clem has his moments where we absolutely know he's capable of that. And as much as I love Clem and as much as I respect him, I hope today is not one of those days. It is indeed a pool first. Pool before hatch. What is the idea behind this? A pool with a 115 gas? I'm not totally certain. Maybe we're going to sneak a couple of links to the other side of the map. Roddy, did you loco for skill, if you know what I'm saying? I believe there was a loco for skill, obviously. The graphic did not change. I took a screenshot of the predictions, because I know a lot of you guys would probably ask me about it, and I could have missed it. So, Chelsea, the potato that I keep on battling, predicted Team Liquid. F91, who I also beat yesterday, predicted Team Liquid. The cute kitty, the very fluffy cute kitty, predicted BASILISK. Roddy, BASILISK. Wardy, I believe that Wardy initially picked BASILISK, but after watching all the games yesterday, I think he changed his mind. And he actually picked Team Liquid to beat us. XY picked Team Liquid. Maxet picked Team Liquid. Crank, my boy, picked BASILISK. And Loco for skill. I don't know what Loco's playing today, but he picked BASILISK. Is Loco live, guys? I mean, poops, this is how quickly it goes, right? As we have a little dance around the drone and the SCV dies to a slow circling. So I think it's safe to say that Joona gets the best of this little dance. Sure, the links get picked off, but the drone is able to morph into a hatch. The Reaper grenade is picture perfect, though. So Clem gets 2 ling and the drone loses the SCV. Serral gets his hatchery down. I think we can kind of live with it. Yeah, the queen, if you go pool first, obviously the moment your pool is online, you can build a queen. And indeed, maybe Serral just wants that quick queen to make sure he can go up to 3 bases as quickly as he would like. Huh. What happens if Serral wins a map here? Then we advance into the grand finals. And we have a rematch of the WTL Codas 2023 summer season. where it's on-site versus Basilisk. Where we are going to try to rewrite history. But we will worry about that once we got there. It would be very silly to think that we are there because the finish line is in sight. I think a lot of teams in the past have brought the football to the 10-yard line, but then actually never managed to spike it into the end zone. To give a little shout out to all my NFL fans out there on this finals weekend of the regular season. Reaper is doing its thing. It is a Clem Reaper. I said it before on Golden Aura. I think it is the best in the business. Good thing is that Yona is also the best in the business. Alien Banshee is going to be the name of the game here for Liquid's Clem. Clem obviously is very confident in his ultra late game, so I don't expect Clem to do anything overly aggressive early on. I think Clem is ready for a potential marathon. I hope it's not a marathon, and I hope it's a sprint. Roddy spiking football. Roddy won't be spiking anything. Overlord got sent into the main base. Got a good scout up there. Knows about the starport, knows about the tech lab, knows about the third orbital. I do have a champagne bottle. Now I did kind of break my little streak, guys, because of my celebration yesterday. I planned a celebration, and with that I had a glass of whiskey, and I was like, well, it would be a waste to just throw this away. I am not living that large that I can pour myself a whiskey and then pour it down the sink because I want to wait a day. So we've had one early drink. So that's the only one in the first 7 days of the year so far. Queens on the edge of creep, transfuse going down, keeping those queens alive. Nice save so far, indeed. Well, with the 19 months saying, let's go Basilisk. Cheers, amigo. This is just me, or is the S2 video a little bit laggy? Sometimes the quality can be a little iffy. That is because I am not in the game. I am not observing these games. The Chinese observers, really, or the WTL, really wants us to see the sponsors that are on the map. And that's why they prefer it if we don't join the game. Obviously, if we're not in the game, we also cannot lag. Because if they let me join, they have to let other people join. And before you know it, one of them could lag. As Serral here has absolutely spectacular defense, guys, on the Hellions and the Reaper. Now, the Banshees are doing their thing, and I do believe... Oh, they got a kill! Oh. So it's very obvious that Serral mostly focused on defending against the Hellions and the Reapers there, and Clem was mostly focused on the Banshees. So, perfect defense in our natural. Unfortunately, we did lose the hatchery. We do have a couple of links running to the other side of the map. They picked off a mule, but I do believe there was a mule that was close to expiring. Hello, Reynor. Good job, mate. He's loving it. Jack Frost is powerful. I don't know if there is a interview if we win the match. Maybe there is, maybe there isn't. I think it would be kind of weird to do an interview if we win, but then do another interview immediately before the match. Because then it would be interview, break, interview. But I'm sure they will tell me. Clem moving out with a couple of Marines as the links of Serral are here. Serral is having pretty smooth transitions on his side of the map. Bailing Nest goes down. Serral is a believer in Burrow. Cannot believe Reynor tries to prove a point against me in the WTL Codex playoffs and never get Burrow. At least my man Yona knows what's good for us. As Clem does pick off a lot of these links. Hive halfway done. 7 minutes and 30 seconds into the game. You want an interview with Red Bunny? Alright, if we do have to do an interview, Reynor, you can handle the interview. It could be that they interview us after this match, and then they take a break, and then when the break is done, that they will interview on site. That is possible, yeah. Serral's a bit light on supply. It's okay, he's investing in a lot of stuff. He's got 83 drones, we've got upgrades on the way. We've got Ravages on the way, Hive is done. We can fire up some of these sexy Hive upgrades like Adreno Glance. Serral will not skip a beat on it. We did drop a couple of frames there, watching the stream. I think Serral's bulletproof so far, the way that we know Yona. The way we love Yona, as Clem sets up a bit of a trap there. letting the queens chase those banshees, and then the marines were there to potentially punish Serral. But Serral's pretty quick to react. Only a single queen goes down. Nice attempt there by Clem. Smart idea. But Yona on top of it. Another queen does get picked off creep. I do believe we have plenty of queens left. Ultralisk Cavern going down. 8 minutes and 45 seconds into the game as the queen is battling the Banshee there. Banshee does activate Cloak and is able to get out of harm's way. Clem still active with that double drop on the right side, but Serral has a couple of roaches defensively, a queen and a spore to keep the natural safe, as he is mostly focused on this bottom left side setup. I do worry a little bit about then defending this position, guys, because with tanks on the high ground, I think this can get scary. I think this can get gnarly. We have Lings and Banes going up this ramp as Clem is going to end up losing that tank. Serral very quick to cancel the hatch. Serral desperately wants to get up to 6 bases, but I think maybe we should just like take a breather for ourselves. A little moment, wait for a couple of those extra units to come out, maybe fire up our first ultra. We have some money in the bank. A couple of Lings are counterattacking. It's not much, guys, but it's pretty perfect because there's only a few marines here, so SCVs will die, those 2 marines will die, and that planetary is not quite ready yet. Scan goes down as a couple of these Lings will get revealed. Blinding Claws get casted on top of the tank. Serral is going to take this fight on the edge of creep. There is still that one tank on the high ground. Not the worst fight, not the best fight, but I think it's quite okay because it reduces the tank count, which makes it harder for Clem to keep on attacking. And now obviously we have these ultras on the way. Banelings on creep are terrifying for Clem, so that's why Clem needs to run away. Overseer is not here, I guess, so the Cloak Banshee is a little bit annoying, but the Abduct did land on the tank. Clem has just sent pretty much everything he has. You guys saw it on the minimap. I mean, a whole bunch of red streaming down from the top side to the bottom side as Clem really wants to be aggressive before ultras are out. There are 5 ultras on the way. A lot of the Banelings will not connect. Clem picking off a couple of corrosive balls do pick off the Medivacs, but Clem is playing this with a sense of urgency as the first 3 ultras are out. We don't quite have kindness plating yet, but we will have it now. But Serral will tap out immediately. GG gets called, and after 11 minutes, it is Clem against the first one on the board for TL. Razor thin window there for Clem to strike right before all those ultras would show up. Clem takes the 1-0 lead. Somebody said another equilibrium. There is a very good chance that this will be another equilibrium. Clem making an even stronger case for himself to pick up that playoffs MVP bonus. But that is just the first of 4 games that Clem needs to win. Serious prediction about the upcoming match. I think we're going to play on equilibrium. And I think Serral brings it home. How is he going to bring it home? I'm feeling sharking infestors. What a moment by Clem to this. It felt indeed like an F2 because there were units in the top right, there were units in the center, there were units in the bottom left, and suddenly I look at the minimap and all that red is just funneling down through the bottom center, and Clem stims forward on creep right before these ultras come out, right before kindness plating kicks in, and when the Baneling count was low. Clem loses 1 game of the next 3, Team Liquid is out. Clem is on a 4-map mission to keep TL alive. He's 25% there. Why doesn't Serral sacrifice a base there? I would have loved to see him sacrifice a base, but maybe he thought he could hang on to it. Maybe he thought he had enough time. Doesn't matter, it's in the past. It did not work out. Let's hope this one does.
Round 2, fight!
Top right side of equilibrium. We are looking at the main base of the man who's probably not very familiar with going down 0-1. And this man in the top left side is sending out the boys. Can you believe it, guys? He's sending out the boys. Top left side, it is Liquid Claymore. Top right side, it is Serral. And unlike that previous game, it does not look that Serral is gonna go pool first. Serral went pool first on Oceanborn. Serral goes hatch first on Equilibrium. And it is Proxy Turax. Uh-oh. Oh, I'm getting nervous. It's been a little while since I've seen Clem go 2 Rex. Uh-oh, and it's gas as well. Serral is gonna go for pretty much the latest imaginable spawning pool. Hatch, gas, a 17 spawning pool. Lambo says the Rexes are late, so he went 16, 17 Rex. We do have a gas already coming online on the side of Clem. Obviously, this is a very large map. The Rexes, I think, in general will always be late because the map is so big, right? It is hard to get them this far away from your main and then still get them as early as humanly possible. The guy that everyone... What did the Overlord just see there, by the way, guys? I think it just saw an SCV, right? Serral sees that SCV and may think it is business as usual. Not 3 Rex, it's 2 Rex. The Overlord is here, and at this point, Serral will know. Fires up 4 lings immediately. I'm happy to see that. We have 2 queens, 4 lings, double bunker, triple bunker. What is this? Demu coaching Clem over here? This is what Ben used to do against Idra over and over and over again. That Overlord is gonna at least be distracting. First spine is gonna come online. Serral gets one of the SCVs, but he lost 3 drones already. 3 drones have gone down. Triple bunker. This truly is a proper flashback to the Wings of Liberty days. And now the Marines, guys, can just hop in and out of the bunkers over and over again. Double spine, a double queen, a lot of links. Serral has link speed on the way. Oh my goodness. It's scary, guys. It is scary. 6 Marines at the moment. 10 more lings in production with double spine, 10 lings. If all of these spines can go forward, the queens can buy some time for transfuse energy. I do believe that we can keep this hatchery alive. We obviously need to keep this hatchery alive. Losing the hatch is not an option if we're already down 7 workers. I want to see... Click on the queens, please. I want to see the energy on our queens. We are 10 seconds away from Zergling speed. The link count is proper high, by the way. It is so high that it could immediately, if it crushes this, run to the other side of the map, and then Clem needs to worry about having a wall off. 2 spines are early. Hatchery is starting to drop somewhat low as Clem is channeling his best demo impression. The first transfuse goes down. This is the moment that Serral decides to full send it with the spines, with the queens, with the links. The first bunker is going to go down. The second bunker goes down. The third bunker goes down. And the links will be able to clean this up. And Serral keeps the hatchery alive. It is low on HP, but he keeps it alive. We are transfusing a Zergling like it's our firstborn baby. And of course, Serral made a lot of links there to defend, but he keeps the hatchery alive, and that is all that matters. Things looking mighty fine. This is a close call, by the way. Raise that depot, Clem. I think you have to raise that depot because the links are coming. You have to... Ooh, he's still building Marines, by the way. Cheeky Caloris, but the links get in, and we'll see a lack of command center. I mean, this is big. Serral needs to probably stop droning, right? I know we have the spines and the queens. I would like to see Serral go back to building queens and Zerglings, guys. Because Serral is going up against a 1-base Claymore. Please, no more drones, guys. We are up to 23. He's going up to 3 bases. There is another queen. I want to see more queens. I want to see more Zerglings. The Marines will reveal themselves. I mean, that's at least gonna force out. That is not quite enough Zerglings to battle this, but... Obviously, losing this hatch is not a big deal, right? It's still 2 bases against 1. Clem is now going to drop a command center on the high ground. Serral does want to keep this hatchery alive. I think it is time to cancel it. It will get cancelled. Queen off creep is slow. The lings are here, though, to save the queen. 1 queen is going to turn around and battle. More lings. Nice micro here by Clem. The Cyclone's going to show up as well. Oh. I feel like we are making a big mistake here on the side of Yona as he's suddenly up to 600 minerals. The 2 Cyclones show up. They get the lock-ons. First queen dies. Second queen very, very, very low on HP, but it will live. First spine is going to fall. The second spine is actually still busy rooting, so it doesn't get too many shots off. And obviously, even once it roots, we can build a lot of links. That hatch is low on HP. Don't forget about that. This was not needed, guys. Serral got himself in a tiny bit of a pickle. Hopefully, it is still okay. Cyclone number 3 shows up. The Marine count isn't all that high anymore. Clem is going to try to save every single unit as the queens are ridiculously low on HP. Do we have a buffer? It is 4 Cyclones. Don't tell me that we actually let this one sneak away by trying to save a 3rd hatch against 1 base Clem. It is starting to look like this can get dangerous, but links in high numbers are good. The micro by Clem is a spectacular, magnificent, as we know that he is capable of. Very low HP Cyclones are going to get a lock on the hatchery. The hatchery is low on HP. The hatchery gets Trench Fused. Are you kidding me? Serral keeps the hatch alive for at least a little while longer. The queens are all... Oh my goodness, I've never seen this many low HP units, but all 3 queens do die. The link count is not high enough, and Clem gets the 2-0. Yona. Oh. Whew. Clem with the 2 Rex and Cyclone follow-up. Uh-oh.